pottery people, this is Lulu from As You Wish Pottery, and today we will be painting this beautiful cactus platter. As always, here's our supply list. Feel free to pause this section and take notes as we will begin shortly. Let's get started. Here I used a bendable to get the shape of the circle in the center of the platter, but you can also use the contact paper cutout. Stick the sticky side onto the center of the platter and with a pencil sketch the cacti around the platter. Just fit them in wherever you'd like them to be. Make some round ones, make some saguaros, and keep on going. Start painting the cactuses with the lightest color first. Use lime murky, a round brush, and a little bit of water to water down your paint to a watercolor consistency and give it about 1 to 2 coats to each cactus. Then move on to a liner brush and paint the saguaro cactuses that will be the same color. Next, use watered down double mint to color 1 to 2 coats on the round cactuses. For the aloe style plant, use 1 to 2 coats of watered down happy-go-lucky and a long liner brush. On this plant, use upward brush strokes to create that leafy effect. Next, use a small amount of green acres with water to paint the 1 to 2 coats on the darker saguaro cactus. A medium round brush, paint 1 to 2 coats of teal tomorrow on the round cactuses that are left. With a short or long liner brush, paint the loose plants around the platter, around the other cactuses. Feel free to mix some colors up or use the colors that we already have on the palette watered down. Here I accidentally had a little bit of paint that kind of got off my brush and onto the plate. So all I did is let it dry really well. Then I erased it off with a pencil eraser, and then I sanded off the remainder of the paint, and then I erased it again just to make sure that that color did not show through. One great thing is that we are working with watercolors, so it's really easy to take them off if we do make a mistake. Now, with a long liner brush, we're going to outline all our cactuses. Using double mint, outline the lime murky saguaro cactuses with long stripy lines just to make them look like cactuses. On the double mint cactuses, use happy-go-lucky for the outline. On the round lime murky cactuses, use green acres for the outlines and give little X's around just to give it a look of spikes. For the teal tomorrow cactus, use teal tomorrow for the outlines. Now let's paint the flowers. Begin with water yolk and a short liner brush on the green acre saguaro cactuses. Next, use a small round brush or a short liner brush to paint the peachy keen flowers on the teal tomorrow circle cactuses. Next, use a long liner brush or a short liner brush to paint the red blaze flowers on all the double mint cactuses. For this flower, dip the brush in paint, place a dot where the petal begins, and lightly pull the brush downwards. Remove the contact paper and paint the center circle 2 to 3 coats of Sammy Salmon using a medium round brush. While we wait for the background to dry a little, let's use the Black Glove Fun Writer to begin outlining the cactuses and flowers around. I would suggest to outline whatever cactuses won't get smudged when we move on to the writing part. So just if you're left-handed, I would do everything that your hand won't touch, and as well as if you're right-handed, outline anything that your hand will not touch. Because I am right-handed, it's easier for me to outline everything on the top and everything on the left side, so I know for a fact I will not touch it at all. Now that my center is dry, I'm going to use a pencil to sketch my writing. If you do not feel comfortable with writing, go ahead and use the tracing paper and the marker to go over the writing on the center. Using a long liner brush, go over the writing you previously did with pencil. If you feel like the paint is not spreading as well as it should, I suggest to add a little bit of water to your paint. Make sure to mix it really well before you continue on painting, and this will help make the paint easy to be spread and give you really thin and thick lines. Remember to press your brush down when you're doing downstrokes and to lift your brush up when you're doing upstrokes to create that thick to thin style. Now with the Black Love Fun Writer, finish outlining all the cactuses and all the flowers. With Q-tips or the eraser of a pencil, paint black lab dots around the platter. Lastly, use black lab paint in a small square brush to paint dashes on the edge of the rim for a checkered pattern. Don't forget to sign the back of your platter. Thanks for painting and thanks for watching.